The Northern Uganda Development Foundation is a humanitarian organization based in Prince George, British Columbia. We strive to improve the standard of living for rural people in Northern Uganda by providing them with clean water, improved farming, solar energy, better health and education, and business opportunities. Our main focus is drilling shallow freshwater wells at close distances to villages. Our low-tech hand-pump water wells are rugged and easy to maintain so that they can continue to be operational for years after being installed. All the materials needed to install the well are purchased locally in Uganda, so the parts and other materials can be easily obtained. Each well is developed in partnership with local villagers. They can take part in the drilling process, form a committee to maintain the well after it's built, and take ownership of the well. When a well is completed, we train mechanics on site to deal with the future repairs, and from then on we become advisors. Villages without clean water have many struggles and diseases. Villages with clean water have seen a dramatic increase in health and wealth in their area. By the villagers' accounts, the wells we have built reduce waterborne illnesses by 85%. This allows children to go to school, villagers to work, and improve the general health of the community, all using clean and safe water. Clean drinking water is a crucial part of staying healthy. Partner with us to help build wells for the people of Northern Uganda. The donated money is used to directly pay for local materials, equipment rental, and labor. We pay the local workers and merchants directly to ensure nobody is profiting from charitable donations. Hi, I'm Andrew Johnson, and in the summer of 2012 I spent 2 weeks in Northern Uganda with the Northern Uganda Development Foundation. While I was there, I got to observe the wells that they're drilling, the schools that they're supporting, and the demonstration farm that they've set up. I wanted to capture a complete picture of what they were doing there and what they've accomplished since they started in 2007. I've actually been involved in NUDF since they began, so it was really great to be able to go to Uganda and see firsthand what they're doing. I wanted to know if they were really making a difference. I wanted to know if they were able to empower the villagers to take themselves out of poverty. And I wanted to know what the community thought of NUDF. So I went to some of the villages, did some interviews with the people there, and asked them how NUDF might have been able to help them in their daily life. And what I have to show you now is some information about the wells, the demonstration farm, the Canada House, and the schools, and all of that they've been doing in Northern Uganda. According to the World Health Organization, 40% of sub-Saharan Africans do not have access to clean and safe water. The number is far greater in Northern Uganda, which has been devastated by the effects of 20 years of war. Since the founding of the Northern Uganda Development Foundation in 2007, the vision of the organization has been to fund and design development projects that deliver safe drinking water, adequate food, and access to fundamental health care and education. NUDF's immediate response to the huge needs of Northern Uganda has been to build water wells that supply clean and safe water to villages. To date, some 52 wells, serving over 60,000 people, have been completed, and as of July of 2012, all are operational. In accordance with our vision and mission statement, our well projects must empower the villagers and be self-sustaining. To accomplish this, a village must develop a plan which would include a location to benefit the greatest number of people and a maintenance plan funded by the users. The villagers usually elect a well committee, which includes a chairperson, treasurer, secretary, and they determine a nominal fee that each household will pay on a monthly basis to maintain the well. Research and past experience confirm that wells last about 2 years before they need a major overhaul, so a maintenance budget is important for sustainability. Drilling the well is the first step and perhaps the easiest. A monitoring program is necessary to ensure the water remains uncontaminated, And lastly, the villagers must be educated in the safe transportation and storage of the water to ensure it remains uncontaminated.
People before this well actually had been drilled, they used to collect water. People used to come from distant well over 2 kilometers away.
2 kilometers.
Yeah.
What effects on the people, on the children particularly, did you see from drinking the water in the old well?
What they noticed before, among kids and even the adults, there had been a lot of complaint about stomachache, headache, so on. She hopes that with the opening of this new well, they will be relieved from such ailments like rampant stomachache, headache, and so on. And thereafter, they will cut the cost of taking their kids to the clinic, health units, to get treatment.
For treatment.
Exactly. That is what actually she anticipates. Children will now not be missing their schools, and for them, they will have now time to cultivate their garden. They could take that time in the garden knowing that the well is just within their reach, whereby they can easily come and fetch water.
So adults will not be sick, more time for work.
Yes.
Wonderful.
The well came about because of the initiative of NUDF, which has been giving wells in various villages within Oyam. They had had a lot of problems actually drinking that water. For example, himself, he had to spend over 50,000 shillings because he contracted typhoid, which is actually, according to the medical personnel, typhoid comes from drinking that water. Secondly, it is now going to shorten their distance. Before, they used to track long distance looking for at least a reliable source of water. On average, there are about 60 households, and in addition, there is an institution here, a technical institution, which he hopes will also rely on this very particular well.
About how many people would it serve now?
300 to 400 people in the same village. It's situated in a central place, and the water is very clean. It is sweet water, and it is very healthy actually.
And about how far would they come, these other people come, to get your water or the water from this well?
In the dry season, when all other local wells are drier, people even toil up to about 4 kilometers coming for this water.
4 kilometers?
4 kilometers.
Let's talk about the health benefits. Have you noticed a difference in the health of the people in your village because of this well?
Yeah, I've noticed the difference because it has now turned their way of, living.
So the children are healthier now, they have less parasites, less stomach problems?
Yeah, they're happy because now there's no more stomach.
Right. And how about the adults? How has it benefited the adults within the village?
Actually, it has really helped them much because now some I can hear them talking now, they have no problem about stomach problems. Some are even saying they are putting on clean clothes.
So now you're not sick, you can go out and work longer in the field if that's where you need to work?
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful.
The message she has for the people back home in Canada is that they are very grateful. They are really very thankful for the help you have given them. And she wishes you and everybody in Canada, actually God should bless them abundantly because of what the Canadians have done for them. They are very grateful for that.
Thank you. I'm very happy.
So, miro dwa puoch ke tek botki, do ka pekiwa mawokene tiyo kwao gida mekonyowa. They would like to thank NUDF abundantly. More so, they would like to extend their sincere thanks to the chairman of NUDF, Dr. Opio.
At this time, NUDF indirectly supports fundamental primary education by supporting the infrastructure. In the past, NUDF has constructed a well at Kamdini Primary School to support the 1,700 plus students at the school. NUDF acts as a liaison between the schools in Canada that might have fundraising programs for schools in Africa. In the past, NUDF has supplied solar panels, a computer, and printer for the school. This year, NUDF supplied the school with paper for their computer and medical supplies donated from schools and individuals in Canada. And will.
How many students do you have?
I have 1,721 students.
1,721. And how many staff members?
I have 26 staff members.
26 staff members.
In the lower grades, we are 123 pupils per teacher. On market days, we have almost half of the school absent. But in other days, almost 3/4 are present, a quarter is absent.
And I would imagine that a large number of those students that are absent are ill.
Yes.
They just can't come.
Yeah.
Now, you were also telling me that you've done some wonderful innovations in your school. You've started a boarding school.
Yes.
How many students are in the boarding school now?
So far, we have 73 students.
73? I just wanted to tell you a little bit about our visit at the school. As I was speaking to the headmaster later on in the afternoon, I was asking him about the hours of school. Primary school starts at 8 a.m., finishes at 5 p.m., and there's a 1-hour break in the afternoon between 1 and 2 for lunch. But the interesting thing that occurred was the solar panel. The teachers are now coming back and helping the senior students with the light from the solar panel. They're able to work from 7 till 10 in the evening on their studies. And the headmaster credits the rise in improvement of the student marks to the ability for the students to actually read and write in the evenings.
In early 2008, the executive of NUDF decided to take a bold next step, to plan and execute the construction of a center that could act as a project headquarters, a meeting place for the people to discuss priorities and projects, and a place to stay for visiting medical practitioners supplying fundamental health care to the people. This vision has slowly come to fruition. Built on donated land, the foundation of the center, to be called Canada House, was laid in June of 2008. The interior will be completed by the end of 2012. In addition, 3 self-contained brick shelters constructed in the local design are being constructed and will be completed in 2013. Canada House, besides being NUDF headquarters, will offer for the first time much-needed community education programs. After clean water, food is necessary to maintain life. Agriculture is the backbone of Uganda, so without farming there is little or no hope for the common people to be able to generate an income. Uganda has very fertile soil and sufficient rain for 2 growing seasons. Farming is about the only way villagers can feed themselves and raise their families out of poverty. Farming in Uganda, however, is done by hard manual labor with the simplest of tools, which limits the size of the fields and the types of crops that are planted. In 2008, NUDF received a UN Millennium Development Grant to establish a demonstration farm. It is the vision of NUDF that the demonstration farm will educate villagers about growing nutritional foods for their own needs and become a source of revenue for families. Since its inception, the demonstration farm has been requested by women's groups to help them with their farming techniques. NUDF has responded to their request. Demonstration plots are now being used by women's groups, and a local NUDF staff member provides advice to the women's groups regarding crops, fertilizers and pesticides, and they aid in developing a management plan detailing production, processing, and marketing. NUDF has also responded to the plight of farmers by purchasing and training oxen teams and plows to increase tilled land. 8 oxen teams with plows reside at the demonstration farm and are rented to farmers for a nominal fee.
We call this a demonstration farm. What are you demonstrating?
In fact, we are trying to show the community that if the kind of crops that we have shown them to dig, they have tried to dig it, they can benefit from it in several ways. Mm-hmm. Their health maybe will be improved, their income will also be raised up if they try to do what we are trying to tell them.
At least there has been now, people are changing diet, unlike in the past whereby they used to eat cassava all the time, cassava beans. These days you can find homes, people are eating tomatoes, green pepper, onions and so on.
But now we have tried to introduce to them crops like tomatoes, cabbages, green pepper, which can boost their financial status.
I see.
And their health too. This year we have increased the number of fields compared to last year. Last year we had grown only we have planted some few fields around those ends.
Yes.
But this year we have tried this end also, which means there's increase in our number of fields.
So you're using oxen to clear the field and to plow.
Yes. So it has really made our work a bit easier. So we call a group. We bring them, we teach them how to maybe use the ox plow, how to plant with it, and how to plant certain crops. So other groups around are also benefiting.
I see. What new projects have you got that you want to start?
There are projects like we wanted to plant trees. We wanted to put trees on the seed beds,
yes,
on the nursery beds. Then we try to sell them.
Actually, he looks forward to introducing tree planting.
Tree planting?
Yes. So that it goes hand in hand with this kind of vegetable growing which is currently taking place.